So you've probably heard of a capture card before, right? But you don't know what it is, what it does, or how to even use one. So I'll put you in the loop so you know what all three are. Starting with number one, what is a capture card? The main purpose that people use capture cards for is to connect their console gameplay to their computer. So that way they can send their console footage to their computer. That way they can stream it to Twitch or record it locally to upload to YouTube or whatever they really want. Another option is that some capture cards allow you to connect your phone to the capture card, so that way you can send your phone footage to your computer, so that way you can stream mobile games or record mobile games with more high quality options. And then a third reason that people like to use capture cards is that sometimes they'll connect their DSLR cameras, which are those fancy cameras, to their computers, so that way they can use their fancy cameras as a webcam or a different kind of camera to use for YouTube, Twitch, or whatever. So now you're probably wondering, well, which capture card should I get? Because there's literally so many different options. I have three right here. And that's where your use case is really gonna come in handy. They do have some really cheap capture cards that you can find on Amazon for around $20 that won't have all of the features that these three have. And quite honestly, I don't typically recommend those because usually when you go for the cheaper options, they don't give you the pass-through feature, which allows you to play on your TV like normal, as well as sending the footage to your computer. And you also have to be really careful because some of the cheaper capture cards will have a very noticeable input lag and delay, which essentially means that the footage that you're playing on your TV may be all the way up to a couple seconds delayed onto the footage that you'll be sending to your viewers, which means that your reaction is not going to be real time, which can be really freaking annoying. So that's why I always recommend going for a higher quality capture card. But like these three capture cards right here, all of them have pass-through, which means that it will allow your console footage to pass through to your TV, so that way you can play it without any lag or latency, as well as sending that footage over to OBS Studio or Streamlabs or whatever software you're using for your computer or laptop. So I'll make sure to leave some capture card recommendations in the description down below. But lucky for us, Diamond Tiger sent us this capture card right here to use for this video and also sponsored it so I can teach you guys how to use a capture card. And a couple things that I like about this specific capture card are that it has a high resolution. It's got super low latency, which means there's not going to be a delay between your footage and your actual gameplay on your TV, which other capture cards sometimes have. It also has a variable refresh rate, which means that there's not going to be any screen tearing. It obviously has pass-through, so that way you can play your game on your TV like normal, while also sending that footage without delay to your computer so your viewers can see it real time. And it's also pretty versatile because you can connect your mobile phone to the capture card to stream your mobile games if you have the little adapter, as well as being able to connect your DSLR camera to the capture card as well in case you want to use it for a camera for YouTube or Twitch or whatever you really want. So for those actually wondering how to actually use one of these capture cards, I'm going to show you some footage right now. I've kept the video extremely slow paced so that way I'm not going too fast for anyone to comprehend. So if you need to speed up the video in 2 times, feel free to do that. But enough gabbing already. Let me show you how to use this friggin' thing.
So here's the capture card all plugged in, good to go. What we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you my setup. We got the Xbox, we got
My second monitor that's connected to the laptop.
the laptop, and then we also have TV. So what we did was we took the HDMI in, and we plugged an HDMI cable from our console, so the Xbox in this case, to the HDMI in, okay? Then we take an HDMI cable out, so the HDMI out, we plug that from the capture card to right up to the TV. So out on the console, in on the capture card, and then out on the capture card and in to the TV. We've also taken the little power cable and have that plugged in to an actual power source. So now it's actually powered, it has the lights on, so we're good. The last thing we need to do is we have our cable that also came with it, and we plug that directly into the laptop right there. So we have console to capture card to TV, and then capture card to the laptop. So what we're gonna do now, I'm gonna take my remote, we're gonna turn the TV on, I'm gonna change my input to HDMI 3 where I have it plugged in, okay? Wait a second, and there's the Xbox. So now we're gonna go in to OBS or whatever streaming software you're gonna use, add a new source, video capture device, call this capture card, we hit OK. Now we're gonna change the device list here and we're gonna go to the capture card. So we'll click on capture card. Now it's gonna bring up no signal, but that's okay. So what we're gonna do now, is we're gonna go change the resolution FPS type because that is not correct. So what we're gonna do, go to custom, and then we're gonna drop down the resolution to 1080. So that's gonna make it the whole screen. And then for match output FPS, you can do that. I'm going to choose highest FPS because I want it that way. And we're gonna go down. And then now you'll notice that there's no game audio right now. So what we have to do is hit use custom audio device and make sure that it's using that same capture card audio that we're using here. So make sure that's selected. Now you can see that we're getting game audio to OBS. So we'll hit OK. And so now we're getting our audio from the TV, so that's good. And then we're also getting audio to our stream. So our stream can hear that. If you wanted to hear the game audio coming through your computer speakers, instead of, using the TV speakers or whatever, you hit these 3 dots, advanced audio properties, go to the capture card source we added, and instead of having it monitor off, you'll change it to monitor and output. Then that way, they'll also come through your computer speakers if you wanted to do that. But by no means do you have to do that, because as long as you see this bar here, chat's able to hear that. So we can hit close, and that way now you can see walk around. There's virtually no latency latency or delay that I'm experiencing right now. As you can see, the controls are pretty fluid, and the difference between the actual pass-through on the TV and the game on OBS is pretty negligible. I don't really see any differences right now.
I want to quickly thank Diamond Tiger again for sending me this capture card. If you want to get the same capture card, I'll leave it linked in the description down below. So now that you know how to use a capture card, if you want to stream to Twitch, Hik, or YouTube, watch this video to the side of me, or if you want to record your gameplay, then watch the video below it. But my name's Cody, and I'll see you in the next one.